What's up, FHS? I'm Caden.
And I'm Bryce. This week is the last week of the first semester, followed by the next 3 days of finals. If you don't know the schedule, ask a teacher. Today we'll be dispelling myths about MLK Day and the history behind it.
We will find out what all the noise is coming from the autos class, and we have a special tribute to a teacher here at FHS.
First, we want to see who won the first Hidden Saber of the year. Julian surprised him in his gym class.
We're going to see Mitchell Alberti for his Superfan shirt that he won for the Hidden Saber. We're going to Mr. Johnson's class right now in individual sports, and we will be right back to you.
All right, we have a special announcement here. The Saber Roar is in to make a large, important announcement. Go ahead, guys.
All right, so a few weeks ago, if you guys saw, we had a Hidden Saber in our show, right? And Mitchell over here, Mitchell Alberti, he submitted where he found the Hidden Saber. Mitchell won our Superfan shirt, so if you guys give him a round of applause. There you go, Mitchell. Oh, wait, elbows. Congratulations. Can you come over here real quick? So what was your inspiration to submitting to this form?
Because I could. That's it.
Wonderful. That's great. That's what we like to see. Elbows. Congratulations, Mitchell. Guys, give him a round of applause. Great job, Mitchell. And that was the Hidden Saber, and you guys, we'll see you next time.
Be sure to be on the lookout on today's episode. There will be a Hidden Saber somewhere around the show. If you find it, make sure to email the Saber Roar at franklinsabers.org. With the description of where it is, be the first person to email at 7:30 a.m. and you can win a Saber Roar Superfan shirt.
It is good to see so many students masking up properly. We at the Saber Roar want to stay in school and keep on doing what we love by bringing you the show each week.
But to stay in school, we have to be safe. Please mask up. The pandemic is not over. We know it's not always comfortable, but it is an act of kindness towards your friends, family, and our teachers.
Martin Luther King's activism was revolutionary. He used love and peacemaking to create social change. Though MLK Day has passed, we hope that you connect his message of peace and take it into the world.
Yesterday we celebrated MLK Day. This is a day of service that celebrates the civil rights leader's life and legacy.
In 1956, King led the boycott of segregated city bus lines in Montgomery, Alabama, and his role in the boycott transformed him into the best-known spokesman of the civil rights movement.
Many modern understandings of the movement gloss over the decades when activists like Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Bayard Rustin, and others were criticized and targeted as un-Americans by the federal government as they fought for equal rights for all people.
While many people of all races now admire King and Parks, in 1963 only 23% of Americans approved of the peaceful march on Washington for jobs and freedom.
His journey of advocating for civil rights through nonviolence and civil disobedience touched the lives of those all over the world, and he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
In 1964, the civil rights movement achieved two of its greatest successes. The first was the ratification of the 24th Amendment, which abolished the poll tax, truly giving all people the right to vote.
In some states, as a way to suppress votes from African American, Native American, and poor people, citizens had to pay money called a poll tax to vote, or pass an unfairly implemented literacy test to people who were unable to read due to segregation, poverty, and racism.
When the Constitution was approved by the original colonies, how many states had to ratify it in order for it to be in effect?
Would you be able to answer this question without being able to read or have access to a quality education? The second big accomplishment was the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibited racial discrimination in employment and education, which outlawed racial segregation in public facilities. Before this, people would be denied housing, jobs, entrance into restaurants based on their race.
Before his assassination, King was planning the Poor People's Campaign, which would bring people from all races to the nation's capital to demand federal funding, anti-poverty programs, and housing for the poor. It marked a change of civil rights movement from advocating a platform of only racial equality to one that incorporated interracial class issues and economic goals.
Take a moment to think. What would you have done in the 1960s? How far have we come? Are we more or less segregated now? Are we forgetting the struggles of the past and the fight for equality and rights that got us to where we are now? What can we do for our society?
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is more than just a day in our calendar. It is the only federal holiday designated as a national day of service to encourage all Americans to volunteer to improve their communities. It is time of reflection about our place in the advocating for causes that lift all Americans. We don't have to volunteer and work towards change only on MLK Day, but all year round. We should celebrate this day as a day on, not just a day off.
Take a moment to reflect on what you can do to be of service of others.
Ask yourself, are we still segregated by race, ethnicity, class, ability, and cliques in school?
Do we take time to care and learn about others? Are we creating a culture of kindness at FHS? Be the change you want to see in the world.
What was all that noise coming from the back of the business classroom? It is the sound of getting ready for a career in autos or learning how to take care of your car.
Noisy but productive, the students in the autos classes are learning lifelong skills.
Anybody in the school can sign up for the autos classes, but you need to take the prerequisite classes first. So the two prerequisites are small engines and energy and green technology. And then from there you can get into transportation technology 1, and then from there it's transportation technology 2.
Often called Autos 2, the last class in the series is an opportunity to work on your own car and clients' cars as if you were in a real repair shop.
I recommend the autos classes to anybody that either wants to do this as a career, 1, or 2, anybody that wants to have the technical skills to be able to do this stuff in life.
Consumer Auto and Home Maintenance is a class for everyone who wants to save money by learning how to do basic repairs on your biggest investments, your home and your car. If you are pursuing a career in engineering, the hands-on classes in autos, metals, and constructions help you understand engineering concepts in each of these areas.
A lot of employers are looking for people that have these hands-on technical skills, especially engineers. And then also it just looks good on a resume that if you have these skills, basically you can transfer these skills to a lot of the different trades classes.
So, if your schedule needs a lift, look into autos and other technical education classes to stay a step ahead of the competition.
Contact your school counselor to see if an autos class is a good fit for you.
Ms. Mercier teaches in the art department. This Friday she will be retiring after 30 years of teaching in Franklin. She's motivated and touched many students, and they wanted to thank her one last time.
Hey Mercier, I know you're going to hate this, but we came together as a team to figure out the best way to keep our kids going and find that spark of inspiration inside them.
I just wanted to say that you helped brighten every one of my days. Seeing you and just saying hello sunshine has always made my day much brighter, so I'm really going to miss you. Thank you for being such a wonderful art teacher.
She showed me creativity, she never showed doubt in anyone, and there was never a dull moment with her. She was always happy, excited to teach people how to do art.
With you teaching drawing and painting 1 and now ceramics 1, I've really had a blast getting out of my comfort zone, painting, sculpting, all that stuff. And I will always remember you as the ceramics teacher who had the best humor in my opinion.
I heard you were retiring, and although it makes me sad to see you go, I just wanted to say thank you for all that you've done for me. You've always pushed me to do better and more with my artwork, and I just can't thank you enough for the kindness and the guidance that you've shown me throughout these years.
Miss Mercier really inspired me as a designer and as a teacher overall. I really enjoyed being her intern, and I learned a lot from it.
And the kindness she showed to me, writing my letters of recommendation, supporting me throughout the arts, throughout my school year, I'll never forget her.
And we would just like to say thank you for such an awesome semester. You did a lot for us, and we really appreciate it.
I just wanted to say thank you for putting a positive outlook on my first semester of high school. You've always made my mornings if I was feeling down, and you always had super fun activities that were always super fun.
The kindness, the compassion that you have towards your students is amazing. It's something that I have learned and watched and grown because of you.
We love you.
Bye, Ms. Mercier.
Thank you for everything you have done for me and our students. And don't forget, you will be missed.
Thank you, Ms. Mercier, for your dedication towards your students and fellow teachers. We hope your retirement treats you well in the next chapter of your life.
Our kindness quote for today is from Martin Luther King Jr. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. That's all the time we have for today's episode. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter @thesaberroar to stay up to date with all things Saber Roar.
Mass up, Sabres. Good luck on those finals.